3 Questions with Ava Rosa. I'm sitting at the anchor desk at Roanoke, Virginia, CBS station WDBJ 7. Today I'll be touring the studio and interviewing news anchor Chris Hurst. Chris Hurst studied broadcast journalism at Emerson College, where he graduated in 2009. Within 2 years, he was named the anchor of WDBJ's 7 Evenings News broadcast. During his 5 years as anchor, Chris and his team won multiple Emmy Awards. In 2013, were awarded the Edward R. Murrow Award for Station Excellence. In addition to being a news anchor, Chris is known for asking hard but fair questions as part of his reporting. In August of 2015, Chris and the WDBJ 7 family were struck by tragedy when they became victims of senseless violence. Reporter Allison Parker and cameraman Adam Ward lost their lives. Allison Parker, in addition to being a beautiful person and accomplished journalist, was also Chris Hurst's serious girlfriend, and they had discussed marriage prior to her death. Now, not yet 6 months after these terrible events, Chris Hurst continues to heal and maintains his role as a broadcast journalist and news anchor for the top-rated news team in Roanoke. He was said that he will always honor the memory of Allison and Adam in everything he does, and lives by the words, love not hate. I am honored to ask Chris 3 questions. Today I'm interviewing Chris Hurst, and I'm going to ask him 3 questions. Thank you so much for meeting me today.
My pleasure.
You were hired as an anchor for the highest-rated news station in the Roanoke Valley. As a young anchor in your early 20s, what were some of the challenges that you faced early on, and how did you handle them?
It was difficult for me because I'm not from this area originally. I'm from Philadelphia, so people had to trust me. They had to see me on TV and say, I believe this guy. I'm going to trust what are in his reports. And the challenge is you just have to come in and day out and work as hard as you can to find the stories that matter to people and share those stories.
This is my second time visiting the WDBJ 7 station. The first time was this summer when my family came here to join the candlelight vigil after the terrible events of August 26th. I'm so sorry for what you've gone through.
Thank you.
What motivates you to persevere as a reporter after what you and WDBJ went through?
That's a very good question because I think there are times for everybody where it's very difficult with what we do. But to persevere, we just remember what Adam and Allison were all about, which was going out and finding the stories that matter in our communities and making sure everybody gets to hear about them. We, in this job, have a great responsibility, but also a great privilege to go ask the questions that nobody else gets to ask, and go meet people nobody else gets to meet, and go places nobody else gets to go. And that's a real joy of this job. And when you remember that and you remember the joy that they had in doing that job, it helps you get through.
In researching for our interview, I found out that you and your team have won many awards for your work. What has been your biggest achievement or proudest moment in your career so far?
The awards that everybody wins in television, the Emmy Awards and things like that, those are all great, but and those really show the teamwork that we have here as a station, because it takes a team to win an award like that. The stories that I'm been the proudest of, and the things that I've achieved that I've been the proudest of, are when I can find that person who doesn't get their story to be told and I get to do it for them, or we bring issues to light to our community that maybe they don't know about or haven't heard about. So issues of mental health and of children and women who are abused and injustices that are going on in our community. That's the main role that the press has to play, is to not only hold people who are doing bad things accountable, but also give a voice to the people who don't have a voice. So there have been many stories over my career where I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that. I think the biggest accomplishment that I've been able to have is after what happened to us, there were some stories that Allison wanted to finish, and I was able to finish those stories for her. She would have done a much better job than I did, but I was able to do that for her, and also for the people that she cared about, that she wanted to profile.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hurst, for showing me around WDBJ 7 and for allowing me to interview you. I promised just 3 questions, but you're welcome to share your thoughts with our viewers.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to meet you and to show you around what we do here at Channel 7 and to answer your questions for your audience. I think I just want everybody to know who watches her segments that I was young when I decided what I wanted to do. When you have a passion and you're young, chase after it. The only thing that's going to limit you is your effort and how much drive you have to chase after your dreams. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it if you don't want to do it, because it might be difficult. There might be people who say no, but behind everyone who says no is someone who wants to say yes to you. It was many, many people who said yes to me who put me in this position to be successful, and I had to ask the question. I had to pursue my dream. And if you don't know what you want to do at such a young age like you, that's okay too, that there's a lot to be said for the journey of it too. And I'm starting to learn that more and more every day, that sometimes it's just okay to go along with the journey and see what comes next. But you have to have the effort, a sustained level of effort, and you have that, and I'm very proud of you for having that. You're very impressive, and I hope more people look at what you're doing and try to emulate that effort that you have.
Thank you. I want to thank Chris Hurst and the whole WDBJ 7 team for being amazing hosts. I am inspired by their dedication to telling a good story and asking great questions. For 3 Questions with Ava Rosa, thanks for watching.